What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Star Wars Episode 8 theory. Now, today, this is about to be something new. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail without talking about too much. So, the clip I'm about to show you is actually from the recent trailer. So, I want you guys to watch, and basically, what the clip is a little bit like maybe 5-6 seconds. So, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this clip, and then we'll get right on to the theory. I'll be right back. Okay, so what you guys just saw is basically Snoke somehow, some way, has now convinced Rey to join the dark side, or at least take a small journey through the dark side. Now, throughout the trailer, it's teased that Rey is on the pathway to the dark side. Now, a lot of people seem to think that, you know, the theories that have a lot of evidence to them, such as Rey being the granddaughter of Palpatine, or Rey being the granddaughter of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But today, that's going to change completely. Now, my theory is simply as this. Now, Rey's path to the dark side actually began much earlier than a lot of people believe. Now, if you actually paid attention, this came from Rey's fight with Kylo Ren, where in the midst of the battle where she fears she's losing, she takes a deep breath, and as she realizes that she's not going to beat him in her regular state of mind, she becomes much more powerful than Kylo Ren. Now, as Kylo Ren then looks deep in her eyes, he realizes something is different about her. Now, he tries to talk to her and tell her that he can show her the way to the dark side, this, that, and the third. So, that goes into play in Episode 8, where Kylo Ren brings her to Emperor Snoke, who we now know is obviously not Mace Windu. I'm just saying that. Don't get mad. Don't beat me up in the comments. But I think that Snoke will have a conversation with Rey and will intimidate her by telling her he knows a secret about her that she may not remember. And Rey will take a minute to ponder this thought and then tell Snoke to show her. And then that's when the clip will come in and it'll show Rey's memories. So, in all honesty, that one scene is actually going to make or break Rey as a Jedi and as a potential Sith member. Now, I say that strictly because with Rey not knowing who her parents are, or rather where she came from, she was a character in Star Wars The Force Awakens that had a lot of character development to do. Now, a lot of people don't seem to believe that. Some people do believe that. You know, and being that she's considered the last Jedi or whatever have you, and throughout the trailer it's teased that she is on a path to destruction to hunt down Luke Skywalker or whatever, stuff like that. But what really is going to make or break Rey in this scenario, in this particular theory for that matter, is whether or not her memories will include past or present Jedi. Now, we all know a lot of the Jedi died during Order 66, and we know a lot of the Sith died. We know Darth Sidious is presumably dead. We'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say he's dead. I'm not going to say he's not dead. We're just going to say presumably dead. So, with Kylo Ren being the grandson of Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, and Rey being the potential grandchild of Obi-Wan Kenobi or Darth Sidious, will actually determine whether or not she will go down the road of the Jedi or down the road of the Sith. Now, I believe that once Snoke has shown Rey her memories, I personally do believe that she is the grandchild of Obi-Wan Kenobi, strictly just to prove that he can break her, like, you know, if Snoke is in fact Sidious, like he tried to break Anakin, he's going to try and break Rey. Rey will struggle for a minute, scream and holler like she did in the clip, and then she'll suddenly break loose, and then take her lightsaber and tell Snoke that she will defeat him, and then thusly the war will begin again. And then we'll come to a conclusion in Episode 9. So, I believe now that we have a much slight more idea of what's going to happen in Episode 8 and what could happen in 9, I think that it's going to be much more different. Now, originally I thought that that episodes 7 through 9 were going to be the following. Rey was going down the path of the Jedi and face Kylo Ren, which the last part did happen. Rey did face Kylo Ren. Episode 8, I figured it was going to be Kylo Ren coming to grips with the fact that he did kill his father and is realizing that he was wrong for that. And then we'll join the Jedi side again. In episode 9, well, ending of episode 8, beginning of episode 9, Rey will finally succumb to the darkness and join the Sith. And thusly that'll set up whether or not Rey and Kylo Ren will finally face off again for the final time. So basically they got this, the way I see it, and this comparison is not to be biased, I'm actually just being completely realistic from how I see it. The rivalry between Kylo Ren and Rey is on the verge of being Sasuke versus Naruto-ish. Now, of course, the two are not friends, but I can see that the two really are trying to come to terms with who they are, and with both of their ideals coming to a constant state of clashing, one of them is going to give in, and then one of them is going to end up getting killed by the other. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say.